coming back to Mokena.
Yeah.
Couldn't be any happier.
So initially you talked about like late fall open. You think you're still on schedule?
You know, so we're going to use that for our bar top, custom bar tops, and we're going to use those for our custom tabletop.
It is a slightly gloomy now, but it's been a very sunny Saturday. Today kicked off MBSA's baseball in Mokena, and now heading down to talk to Rick Trafton, who is the owner and building out the property that is going to be the dock on Front Street. And I thought it'd be a good idea to sit down with Rick a little bit and get to know him. You know, this is a major change for downtown. It's a building that's sat empty and vacant for a number of years. Looks like Rick even has one of his food trucks out here for us. Hey, Rick.
How are you, buddy?
Good. How are you? Are you? You need a few minutes, or what do you?
Come on in.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing good.
Let me.
It's Mike and Z.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey
how
guys,
you doing? Nice to
I'm
meet
Israel.
ya.
Nice to
How
meet
you
you.
doing, Israel?
How you doing?
If you just want to shoot him a text and say, hey, listen, get my price from Bob, I'll see you in a little bit.
These timbers. That's cool. What made you choose Mokena first to come back to with the restaurant?
We spoke previously. I'm born and raised in Mokena. My parents moved here in 1968. So I'm a product of Mokena. Went to St. John's School for kindergarten, Carpenter Street School, which is now Village Hall, for first grade. MES, which is, I don't know what they call it now. That was second and third, Willowcrest, fourth and fifth, and Mokena Junior High, sixth, seventh, and eighth.
Wow.
So you can't get the
The full
Mokena
tour.
out of me. Yeah, then we went to St. Mary's Church, of course. So
Okay.
we've touched all the institutions in Mokena.
Yeah.
So it's all I've really ever known. And then when I lived in Mokena until I got out of college. That's where I met my wife. We got married. I was a Joliet police officer for 25 years.
Wow.
And in the process of being a police officer, because, you know, life's not fun unless you're crazy all the time, we had, with a couple buddies of mine, we opened Charleston's Bar and Grill on Laraway Road.
Okay.
Had that for about 6 years. And in the process of also having that, we opened Doc Rott's in Minooka.
This is all while you're a
Yes,
police officer.
Oh, I was a police officer.
Wow.
So then we sold Charleston's, had Doc Rott's in Minooka, simultaneously opened the Dock at Inwood. Okay. Me and my partner split from the Minooka location. I took Dock at Inwood, my wife and I, and we ran it with my brother Mike.
Speak of the devil, there's Matt Galick right now. Did you plan this? No. I'm talking to Rick for the podcast. So.
All right.
How's it going?
Good, thanks.
Good.
I was just driving around and I wanted to get a picture of the sort of new wing of the building.
Yeah.
here.
Do you want to talk with us, or are you busy?
I could talk.
If you're busy,
I could talk for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rick and I we were just talking about kind of how we chose Mokena for the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Rick.
No, so like I said, Mokena's always been in my blood, been
Yeah.
a part of the community. My dad still lives here. Unfortunately, my mom passed several years ago, so all my friends and you still have family in the area. So
cool.
it was a natural fit to come back home then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And when
bet.
this, when we knew we were going to be leaving the Joliet location, I knew it was going to be like the Lincoln Way area, but you never know when stuff becomes available. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right, yeah, right,
So
right.
I reached out to the community development in Mokena, and they hooked me up with Gino.
Oh, okay.
Gino, who's done, we were talking a minute ago, he's
Yeah.
doing God's work for the
Yeah,
downtown,
absolutely.
bringing some of these old establishments back and,
Yeah.
some of the historical perspective that you guys told me about, showing me some of the old pictures and stuff.
Yeah,
And
right. Yeah.
once
yeah.
I met with Gino, saw the building, a street I grew up walking down.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I lived 3 blocks that way,
Oh,
194th,
okay.
115th, right over by
yeah.
St. Mary's Church. So
Oh, yeah.
we used to walk all the way down. This was Wilbur's.
Wilbur's, yeah.
I have little memories of that at the time, going in there with my mom, an
Yeah.
elderly man working
Yeah.
behind there, and we'd go in there for a gallon of milk and whatnot. And
Wilbur-Teskey, yeah.
like I said, it closed when I was probably 8 years old, so I don't have tons of memories from it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then where Curtain Call Theater was, that was obviously Mokena Pharmacy.
Yeah, yeah.
Then to the right of it was the liquor store,
The liquor
Mokena
store,
Liquor
yeah.
Store. So I remember riding bikes up and down here all the time,
Yeah.
and it was just a natural fit. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it. I get goosebumps about this building, what it's going to be.
Yeah,
I think the community is going to be super, super pleased with the product. And,
Yeah.
funny, and keeping up with the entrepreneurial spirit, you see the Mokena train station over here?
Yeah.
Back in the mid-'70s, my brother, Mike, and his friend started selling coffee. They had permission from the train master. His
Oh,
name was
really?
Don and his wife Sadie.
Oh,
We're talking
okay.
about the early 70s and the 80s. We had a
Yeah.
coffee cart that we served coffee out of the inside of there for all the commuters. We'd
Oh,
get here
really?
about 5:45 in the morning, and you hit about 4 or 5 trains, and then get picked up and go to school. So
Oh,
my brother
really?
Mike
Wow.
started that. Then my brother Dave did it for a couple of years. Then myself and a friend, we'd switch weeks.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
so we'd sell coffee out of the train station. It was Rock Island at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And then then they put a coffee car on the train.
Yeah, right.
So we got forced out by corporate America.
Oh,
they took out 14-year-olds. So,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
so it was my first job.
Oh, cool.
Really?
Okay.
That's cool.
Nice.
So coming back to Mokena,
Yeah.
couldn't be any
Good.
happier.
So,
I don't blame you.
looking at,
Yeah.
give us, and we've shown some of it and talked, but what's the front of the building look like? What's your plan here?
So the plans are you're going to have obviously the 2 garage doors on the left-hand side. Those will be full glass garage doors that'll go up and down as needed. And then above that garage door is going to be a second level where Gino's going to have apartments. So on the upstairs, there's going to be 3 apartments. And the downstairs, obviously that's where the restaurant's going to be. And we can take a quick walkthrough if you guys want.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's going to be something. The
bet.
transformation, I mean, it's like anything else. It's got to get ugly before it gets pretty.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. We're hoping, give or take a couple tables, but up to about 150 people on the inside.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
And the patio should hold about 50 people off the back. And we're thinking, so this whole front is going to get torn out, and about 10, 12 people on the front. So they'll be able to have a street side seat, just little
great.
two top
Yeah.
seats. But just something. It'll be narrow up there, but enough to, have an appetizer, maybe
Yeah.
a drink, and
Yeah.
watch a train go by.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about your
Cool.
trucks. Is that where you guys got started?
So when COVID hit several years ago, we got known at our Joliet location for our margaritas. Okay, we closed for about 2 weeks, because the world shut down, and we had to think of how we just can't do nothing. We have to do something. So the governor he modified the law where restaurants, bars can sell sealed alcohol to go. So we started advertising flights on the fly. That's what we called
Okay.
them. And we do flights of margaritas. So instead of like beer flights,
Yeah,
we do margarita flights we have 25 different flavors of margaritas we do. So
Wow.
we went viral. Windy City Live picked us up. They featured us on 2 different episodes of their TV show.
Wow.
We would have 40, 50 cars in line waiting to pick up our product. It was,
Oh,
it
that's
was,
awesome.
it was unbelievable. I mean, hard work, a little luck. I mean, but you
Yeah.
can't apologize for, getting lucky sometimes in business.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, when we started to come out of COVID, we're like, well, how can we keep this momentum going?
Yeah.
Because things are going to change. The big gatherings aren't what they used to be because there's limitations on how many people could be, at
yeah.
venues and whatnot. So we're like, private parties. Let's do private parties with trucks. So we started off with, our first truck was a green one. And we were so busy that first season, we got a second truck before the first season ended. This will be our
Wow.
4th season now. So then the beginning of the second season, we got the 3rd truck. So we have an orange one, a green one, and a black one. We do about 200 plus events a year. And then we just cross over our labor from our kitchen, and we offer different packages for the trucks, and 25 flavors of the margaritas and food packages that come right off the truck. So.
And you guys do the food trucks on front, right?
Yeah, we
You guys
do.
have
We
come
do.
down for that.
And that's been awesome. The
Yeah.
community's been super supportive of us. And,
Those have been great events. I mean, the number of people, and then with last year, then moving it to the street here.
Oh, Debbie does a great job organizing that.
That was awesome.
So so that's
very
kind of
cool.
how that's kind of how the trucks were born, and it's been a blessing for us. It's been a great supplement to what we do, and we're excited to bring this product to Mokena. I mean, I think we definitely offer a unique twist, and coming home to Mokena and bringing that here, and connecting to the town, I'm really excited about it.
So that's one thing I'd
cool.
like to ask about. Kind of what your plans are as a business owner to connect with the community here.
Sure. Well, just like in our Joliet location, and because I was part of the Joliet community for so long too, it's so important to get involved in whether it's a nonprofit, different organizations, whether it's a women's club at St. Mary's Church, whether it's the Mokena football teams, the boroughs, schools, whatnot, and get involved with them. Do dine to donates, have the teams come in, and we love it. And so any community organization in town, love to talk to you on how we can work together to make it happen.
And do you think this will be a good space for like large events, for community events kind of thing?
I think it's going to be great. I think the size is good. Size is manageable. I mean, 150 people is great with the size of our kitchen. We should have no problem maintaining that. And then with the patio on the back holding about 50 plus people, not this first season, probably the second season, we anticipate being able to kind of 4-season room it where we can do private events out there.
Oh, nice.
So
that would be
that's
great.
what
Yeah.
we're excited about. So people could do their private events here, whatnot.
Yeah, cool.
Matt, I know we know that is the general store, but was it like a bar and a kind of a hall before, right?
Yeah, this building started life, at least this front part of the building started life as a saloon, about 1870 or so.
Okay.
And as far as we know from the historic records, so it stayed until the outbreak of Prohibition in 1920, although there still was illegal alcohol serving and gambling going on in the 20s. But so for a good part of its life, this building was a saloon. It was a place where people came and gathered and
And did
townfolk.
A's and Polly's, did they have like a party room where it was kind of community events and stuff were here too?
A's definitely did. I remember going to the party room, which was in the back of the building, in the original part of the building.
Yeah.
Probably where our kitchen's going to be now.
Oh, okay,
far
yeah.
back, yeah.
Yeah, it was way in back, and I remember going to parties there and stuff. I'm not sure what Paulie's did with that space, but at least during the A's era of the building's history, there was that party room back there. Yeah.
Do you want to come in and take a look, or do you need to get going?
I can do a quick look. Yeah.
Okay, can I do
do it.
that?
Yeah,
And we'll
let's
talk
do
a
it.
little more. All
Yeah.
right.
We're going to try, thanks to you guys, some of the historical photos
Yeah,
you preserved.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
definitely want to highlight and preserve the past
Yeah,
with a new
definitely.
twist of what we're going to bring. So
Oh,
kind of
cool, yeah.
a little bit of both. And there's some things I'll show you inside that we're going to
Oh, cool.
reuse,
Oh,
to
nice.
kind of
Okay.
kind of touch on that.
Awesome.
Just be careful.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Oh, cool. Thanks. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Look at that.
I know. Look how deep it
that's
goes down
awesome.
there.
Wow, look at that.
So all these squares are where they'll be pouring new fitting, foundation.
Yeah, new piers for support for the foundation. And as you guys know, parts of this building were from the 1870s and possibly
absolutely.
as long 1850s, the
Yep,
middle
mhm.
section.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, back there. Yeah.
So let's go look at some old bones, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
We could
Very cool.
we can talk about old construction and how they used to do things, and they didn't have the tools and the technology we have today.
Yeah, right.
But it says something when buildings are 150, 175 years old and they're still standing.
Yeah.
So who's to say what they did wasn't the proper way?
Yeah,
Look at
right,
these,
yeah,
and there's
yeah.
a big one back there I saw. But these hand, done timbers here. Are
Yeah, right.
So cool.
I know, right?
See, we have some friends coming in, some birds, keeping an eye on things for us. So if you look at the ceiling here, above, it's like 10 feet tall. The second level up here, that's going to be raised up. So we're going to have a continuous ceiling of 10 feet that's going to go all the way back through the kitchen.
Wow.
With that being said, these 2x8s that are up here in the ceiling, they're 30 feet long.
Oh, wow.
Something they don't. So the plan is all the 2x8s on this middle part ceiling, and all the 2x8s up on the ceiling on the second floor. We're going to reuse those for our bar tops, and we're going to build.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
We're going to build tabletops out of them. So,
Oh, nice.
So when you're sitting in here, you're going to be able to feel that the old, because you're sitting at the bar, you're going to be sitting at a bar top that's going to be 100 and, old.
Something. Yeah,
Old.
yeah.
So we're
Nice.
excited about that. We're going to preserve. We're
blame
going to
ya.
try to preserve some of the limestone, and figure out something with it. We're
Yeah.
not quite sure, but
This is interesting. I wonder, you've got the deeper basement here. And this is almost like a smaller cross section.
Yeah, right.
so.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, unknown, right? I mean, what came first, or if they did that after the fact? I would
Yeah,
doubt if
right.
they did it after the fact. It was probably always built as, I would assume, as a basement, but I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so
is cool.
this is all dining area.
Yes.
And then this next section is also a dining area?
Yes, so this whole dining area, and this is a temporary wall for support that's behind you. They just put the beam in yesterday above there. So there's going to be some openings here, and this is going to lead to, this will be the bar area.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of, you're going to have a couple openings that go through here, and we'll have some high top tables that go here. So there'll be some separation between the bar area, restaurant area. Then the bar itself is going to be straight down here. It's going to be curved at the ends, so super nice. And then we're not quite sure, but we don't know if we're going to have a big community table here, or if we're going to do a community table in front of the bar. Community table is kind of cool, so people could look out. We might be able to get about 15, 18 people right here
Yeah, definitely.
looking out.
Wow. So how long before the next layer goes on?
They're hoping. The cinder block's going on this week to build up this level to the top, to the top of where the garage doors are going to be, and then the framer's ready to go on the second level. Then he's just going to keep working his way around.
So initially you talked about like late fall open. You think you're still on schedule?
It's so hard to tell with the construction schedule. I mean, I'm, and talking to Gino and everything else. I mean, last quarter of the year, we're got our fingers crossed for.
Yeah. Okay.
I think once the big project now is getting this floor level, because like I said, it's been a couple different businesses. It's been built at different decades.
Yeah,
at
oh, yeah,
least.
absolutely.
So
yeah.
to get it level, and then once I think they get this floor level, things are going to start flying a lot more. But it doesn't get more of a gut than this place. So we have to. But there's some old bones in here. It's kind of, you can feel it, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You can. Yeah. That's awesome.
So it's this is a wonderful project. I'm just so excited about this. You just gotta, like anything else, you just gotta be patient with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while to do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So
Cool.
what are you guys doing business-wise right now? Just doing trucks?
We're just doing trucks for this season, so that's important for everyone to know. They can contact me, 815-545-9166, to reserve one of our 3 trucks for graduation parties, weddings, corporate events. Pretty much whatever you need a truck for to have a good time, give us a call.
Awesome.
So we're gonna try to keep the momentum going.
So tell us about your family. Do you have?
I do.
married?
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. Like I said, my parents moved here in the '60s. We've all kind of. Everyone's kind of in the area. I'm the only one who's back. My dad lives in Mokena. I moved back to the area. Excited about that. I've been married to my wife for 31 years.
Wow.
2 daughters, 31 and 29. I got 3 grandsons and another grandson
wow.
on the way. So I had 2.
Cool.
The
Okay.
youngest of 4 boys. I had 2 girls. Now I'm blessed with 4 grandsons.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
cool.
they're keeping us going. So
And where do you guys live now?
I live in Frankfurt
You're
now.
in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Close. But we'll try to find a way to, reuse some of the stuff. I don't know for what, but
Yeah.
we'll find a way. Like I said, Gino is doing an amazing job with some of these old buildings
Yeah,
down
he
here.
certainly is.
Well, I know some hockey families that are really excited to get you back open, and
Oh yeah, I mean our Joliet Jaguars were our lifeline when we were in Joliet.
Yeah.
So and some of the families live out this way too. So
Do they?
yeah, so we're excited. Like I said, and to come back and work with this community, the community that I was born and raised.
Yeah.
well,
nice.
I'm excited about it for obviously here and you guys and what to restore an old building,
Sure.
but for what hopefully this is going to do to downtown Mokena and kind of give it a spark.
And I think we're going to bring a unique menu for everyone too. Custom menu will be everything's homemade, made from scratch. I don't want to give it all away, but
Yeah.
it's going to be really solid. We're going to feature some weekend specials, whether it's going to be a ribeye, whether it's going to be prime rib, Friday, Saturday specials.
Oh,
So
wow.
just to kind of mix it up a little bit, give the
Cool.
kitchen some freedom to get creative.
Yeah,
and,
nice.
We'll have
Cool.
your base stuff on the menu, the burgers, the wings, and whatnot, but we'll kind of add to it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Nice. Can't wait.
And of course, our 25 flavors of margaritas.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Cool.
No, this was great. I appreciate the little update. And last time we kind of missed you. You were running around with the architect.
Sure, yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But clearly things
No,
are
love
things
to
are
have you
coming
back.
along and-
Yeah.
Much more, because obviously this is going to go in phases, and seems like there's many milestones
Yeah.
that are
yeah.
whether it's just tearing this off and putting the front on, or doing getting the foundation shored up and whatnot. So it's going to be fun. So look forward to having you guys back out here, especially
Yeah.
with Gino again too.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be cool. Yeah, Gino.
Oh, look at the center beam. Look at this stuff.
That thing is so awesome.
Oh wow! Oh, look at this. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't it awesome?
Oh my god, that is awesome.
So this part of the foundation here
Yeah.
was only built to support the staircase originally.
Okay.
So that's gonna bust it out, and we'll be able to get down there and access it with like a little digger to do some more work.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
How many piers are going in? Do you know?
I think Gino said 32. Wow. A lot.
And this back area is going to be kitchen.
That's gonna be kitchen. And remember what I said, like this ceiling, and even the one in this room I'm in now, it's going up to almost 10 feet.
Oh really?
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you need a little more room to breathe, especially in the
right.
kitchen.
Very cool.
Take a look at the ledger board along the side there, how they did that.
Oh wow, the notches.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Is it crazy?
It is. Yeah.
It's not like they pulled out the Sawzall and this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
These are getting cut out. So every one of these boards, we're going to find a way to repurpose. Plus, on the second floor, let's take a walk up there real quick. All these ceiling joists right here, since this is going up another 2 feet roughly, these are going to get cut out. And being so old, we're going to, almost like barnwood, they're all going to get repurposed. So we're going to use that for our bar top, custom bar tops, and we're going to use those for our custom tabletop. So we're going to have so people need to feel what this building was all about. So we got to bring some of the history back into it. And I can't think of a better way to do it than have people serve food on.
Oh, sitting at a bar of a 100-plus-year-old
I
wood,
know.
like.
I feel like we need a margarita now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
All right, just watch yourself here.
Boy.
It's
Matt,
plenty
you good with
strong.
that?
Yeah, I think I'm brave enough. With
Yeah,
it.
you
Okay.
got it. You got it.
What can I grab onto?
Here, you mind taking this?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be kind of tough.
Then you can get me falling down the hole.
No.
Thank you.
Go. No problem.
But look at this.
Oh man.
So the same thing with these ceiling joists up here. I mean, look at this beautiful wood, and it hasn't been exposed,
Yeah.
which makes it really nice. So we'll lightly sand it. We've done it in our previous places, and then just put some epoxy or some sealer over it, whatever finish
And this is
we
the
wanna put
oldest
on it.
section, right, Matt?
Yes, this is the oldest section. That,
So this is the oldest wood probably in the building, right?
yeah, I would not be surprised at all. That's probably the case.
So if we say 1850s, I
Yeah.
mean, trees take time to grow, right? So
Yeah,
we're
this thing.
Oh,
yeah.
right, yeah.
I mean,
crazy.
it's awesome. So it's gonna be
It
so much
really
fun.
is. That is so cool.
I mean, just how they used to frame it in the windows. They didn't use headers.
Yeah, right. That's so awesome. That's cool, man. Wow, so
And we'll get a lot of tabletops out of this.
Yeah, for sure.
bet. That'd be cool to see.
So a lot of new supports. Was that because of some of the stuff that was taken out
Yeah, it's just
downstairs?
to shore everything up during construction. Because remember, that's so outside that window there to the west. That'll be the second floor above the garage doors. So remember this. So this floor is coming up to the height you're at, right?
Yeah.
So that's how we're making up that difference down low. And then this ceiling up here, right, is going to meet that ceiling. So this whole ceiling is getting, the roof line is getting turned like this. Because if you look at it from the front, it looks kind of choppy, but that's, I guess, how they used to do that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, things were different back then.
Sure.
So this is going to make everything really uniform and whatnot. So you see the boards up there.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to find a way to, it's going to be hard, but we're going to try to find a way to preserve some of them and see what we can kind of do with them.
Oh, cool.
You can actually see the roof of, as this was the old
Did you see that?
original building. I don't know if we noticed that before, Matt,
Let's see.
but like
Look at those are
clearly
shakers.
here's the roof line of before.
And those are shakers.
That's cool.
Found some random newspapers laying around, and I think it was from
Oh, yeah.
the, let's see.
How old was that?
1984.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I think it was a sophomore at Lincoln Way at the time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right?
I think it's important, you know, to bring back the historical aspect. And you guys know more about this downtown than I do, but I think a lot of the newer people who've only been here for 5, 10, 20 years, they need to know, I mean, to bring that back, you know, and you guys kind of bringing the history back, and if we can just touch on some of the stuff, I mean, I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, Rick, I'm sure we can keep going. This is a great,
Yeah. Thanks, Rick.
great
Thanks for showing us
tour
around.
and talk. Yeah.
Like, so this went all the way up down there, right? So then it wasn't long enough, so they just put another
Yeah.
deck.
Wow.
Look at this. Hey, look at this. You can tell it's like an old log or something. I mean,
Yeah, right.
it's not like they, I mean, the sawmills aren't like what they.
No, definitely not.
Not a 2x4.